What's happening? What's happening? We trapping, we trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking with you. What's happening? Y'all already know what time it is. We trapping on a Friday. Ain't no darn credit on no darn Friday. Y'all know that. Let's go. Let's get this trap round the corner, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with us right now in the building. We lit today. Let's go. Already. Shout out to Kai 001, Michael Lockhart, Double R, Swain, the bad influence. Let's do it. Let's go. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. We trying to get this trap round the corner on a Friday, you understand? Let's get it. I seen some interesting things about this Mike McCarthy style outfits, man. I seen a couple of interesting articles. Shout out to Sugar Daddy Williams in the building, man. Everybody hit that share button for your boy, man. You already know what time it is. We finna make them haters hate. Y'all already know that, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Yeah, we finna make them haters hate. Let's get it. Yeah.
I can't see a thing. All this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back. Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
let's get it.
Just let them hate.
Shout out to Peter
That would make them hate. That would make them hate. And we just get K and they just in the way. That would make them hate. That would make them hate. Cause we just get K and they just in the way. Landlord is showing how to ball, boy. You ain't even on the team, you just a ball boy. Real high,
no darn no
but
darn
it's real
Friday.
real fly. I probably average your career.
Let's go.
One day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own baby, hollin'
it will
damn
not charge a call.
long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's go.
Took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That shit turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the come up. Now I'ma run up them. All Main Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I
Shout out
just
to
blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. I know that they mad, but just let them hate. That would make them hate, that would make them hate. And we just get K and they just in the way. That would make them hate, that would make them hate. Cause we just get K and they just in the way.
Shout out to everybody rocking with us in the building, man. We in here, we are in here. You understand what's happening, Y'all already know where you at. If you didn't know, you know now. What's happening?
Trap.
You know where you at.
Trap.
You know we trapping, man. Hey, y'all know yesterday my children had came and disturbed my live screen, unfortunately. And my two youngest, my middle girl and my youngest boy was here, but my oldest son wasn't here, so I ain't want to leave him out. I'm finna let him introduce and wave to y'all too. This my youngest son, my oldest son, my junior. This is him right here. Say hey to the people, man.
What's up, y'all?
That's all you got to say? What's up, y'all? You say he's scared to even talk, y'all. What's going on with him? Speaking of Mike.
I play football and basketball. I play corner from Ronnie Middle School. It's in Alabama.
Yeah, you wanna be a running back now, don't you? You say you wanna be a running back now. But yeah, I was just letting him speak to y'all, man. I ain't want him to be left out. That's my daughter right there telling my son, no, we did not. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. They definitely disturbed the live screen yesterday. But what's happening? How y'all doing? Y'all know where you at.
Trap.
We in the trap with it.
Trap.
We in the trap with it.
Trap.
Yes, sir. Double I said he like that hoodie. Yeah, we appreciate it. You know he can't. You know it won't be no other fans allowed in my household. If you ain't a Cowboy fan, you gotta fend for yourself. You gotta go out there like Tarzan, live with the wolves now. I can't allow that. I cannot allow that. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's a lot of stuff been going around in the Twitter world, and you know, it's a lot of stuff that I've been seeing about Mike McCarthy offense, and I like what I seen. Shout out to Joy Epstein from Yahoo News. Shout out to her. She did a nice article, man. I want to look at. Yeah, that's Landlord Jr. Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah, you know we in the trap, Swain. Shout out to you. Shout out to James Simmons. Shout out to everybody rocking with your boy, Regina Green. We in the trap. Y'all know what's happening. Trap. Yeah, Landlord got plenty of children. You understand? Yeah, Swain 3-day weekend. I'm gone. Hey, it must be nice to have a 3-day weekend. You already know, Double R. But look, we finna look at this little article real quick. I think Joy Epstein from Yahoo Sports did a great job on this article. And we're going to check it out, man, and see what they were saying about the changes that we're going to have in this Mike McCarthy offense. And to me, it sounds pretty wonderful. I'm going to just tell you that right now, you understand? We need that. We need all of that. I appreciate you, Michael Lockhart. I appreciate you, sir. But okay, let's go into this, man. Let's go into the article. Joy Epstein, you know, shout out to her. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her on Twitter. She got some great work over there with the Cowboys. Says, how much will the Cowboys offense change under Mike McCarthy? Dak Prescott weighs in. The change will target the Dallas Cowboys offense, a unit without Kellen Moore in the house for the first time in 7 seasons. That's a long time we've been struggling. That's a long time we've been going through this, y'all. That's a long time. But how much will the Cowboys system change as a head coach Mike McCarthy takes over play calling? Right now, Mike told me about 20 to 30% change. Quarterback Dak Prescott told Yahoo Sports from Phoenix during the Super Bowl week, I think if anything, it's things that needed to be changed. So we gonna pause right there. We just gonna pause right there shortly. Shout out to Action Jackson. I know you see that ranch on you now. You know I can't speak well, so I say that ranch. You understand me? I'm gonna stop trolling y'all one day. You know what I'm saying? But did y'all hear Dak Prescott say things that needed to be changed? See, that raises a red flag right there for me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I heard that quote, the first thing I thought of was this brotherhood between him and Kellen Moore, and I'm so thankful that it's broken up, y'all. I'm very happy about that. Because it sounds like, you know, you got to read between the lines, because Dak ain't going to say much, man. He is the most politically correct person I probably ever seen in my life. So Dak going to know how to toe the lines. He's not going to give you too much. So you got to read between the lines. That's just how it go. So, excuse me. Dak basically saying to me, he said, ranch around and ranch it off. Yeah, ranch it off. All that's the same word. But look, think about this. To me, it sounds like Dak Prescott didn't agree with some of this stuff, but he didn't want to speak up. I don't like that. Facts, Joe Tranchina. So it seems like, you know, like we said, that's a toxic relationship when you see things not going in the right direction, but you don't want to step up. You don't want to speak up. This is your homeboy. You don't want to piss him off. I don't like that. Because, like, if he would have said it, he could have said something in a different way, like, yeah, change is good. He could have been a little subliminal in that way. But for him to say things that needed to be changed, that's one of the first times I heard Dak Prescott shoot a shot at Kellen Moore. I don't see no other way to look at that. What y'all think about it? I think that's the only way you can look at this. Because look, it ain't many other things that's changing this year. You know what I'm saying? The biggest change on the offense is Kellen Moore gone. And we do have a new offensive line coach, but we know Dak ain't talking about that. Let's be real. So, to me, it seems like Dak should have been said something, should have been stepped up, but he didn't want to hurt his friend's feelings. This is why you need that peer relationship out of the building. That's why it's going to be good for your Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you now, you know who he is.
We are America's team, the most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
See, Swain, I ain't too sure if I want to say he a company man, but he don't want to step on his brother's toes. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kellen Moore was almost tied to the hip at when you think about it. Because it was like Kellen Moore's success kind of dictated Dak's success and vice versa. So if Dak kind of, think about it, if Dak try to like draw his line in the sand, it'll automatically mean he throwing Kellen Moore under the bus. And you don't want to do that to your homeboy though. If Dak say anything about the system that he running, it's almost a diss to Kellen Moore by default. You know what I'm saying? That's why we needed this relationship to be over. That's why I wanted it to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, loyal to a fault. He don't want to push Kellen Moore up under the bus. And that's what a loyal friend would do. But is that the best situation for our team? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why I wanted that up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's why that had to go. Forget all that friendship. We trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Charlene Evans in the building. What's happening? Forget all that buddy system. Forget the buddy system. We trying to win. So we see that in my eyes, Sugar Daddy Wiz said the same thing. He said that's how I read it too. So everybody should have their own perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? But the way I viewed that, when I read in between the lines, to me it sounded like Dak had some problems and probably some frustrations in this offense that he didn't want to speak on. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. Joe Tranchina says, I understand Dak because I'm the same way. I don't want to say things. I don't hurt nobody's feelings. I understand that, but like when it's business, Joe, it's business though. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sit there and let your relationships and the feelings you got towards these people hinder the business. You know what I'm saying? It's business, not personal. That's why that saying right there is so popular. That's why that saying is around, because it's the truth. It's like, hey, bro, it's business. You know what I'm saying? You can't mix. You don't supposed to mix personal with business to begin with. That's why Kellen Moore being with Dak Prescott wasn't a good idea to begin with. So I'm glad. I think it's going to pay dividends for both of them being separate from each other. I think Kellen going to grow from that. I think Dak going to be able to grow from that and prosper from that. Because look, Kellen Moore might have been, it worked both ways if you think about it. Think about this. Kellen Moore might be about to dial up a play, and he might not feel like Dak can run this play. But he don't want to hurt Dak's feelings. It worked both ways, y'all. So that's why it's not good to have your homeboy, your friend, over here being your superior and being your coach. I don't like that. I'm glad that it's dead. I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad, because I was sick of it. I was absolutely sick of it. So, shout out to Sports Guru 95. He said, you could see the frustration from Dak on the field, especially the San Francisco game. Yeah, man. But look, if Dak says something about it, like I said, it'll automatically mean he's throwing Kellen Moore under the bus. And that's not what a good friend will do. But that's why you don't need your friend in them situations, sir. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it is, bro. Yeah, real talk, Kai. So I'm glad that friendly relationship is out of the door. Because like I said, this finna be quick and we're going to go back to the rest of it. But Kellen Moore wouldn't want to diss Dak either. He might be like, Dak might be drawing up one of a Joe Montana type play, and Kellen be looking in his mind like, I don't know if you can do that for real, Dak, but he don't want to say it to insult Dak. Nah, so see a player, a coach that's not your homeboy be like, oh nah, Dak, that ain't gonna work. Nah, we want you to do this. This right here would benefit us better for you to run this play instead of you trying to show out and run that play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a superior instead of a, what can I say? Instead of a peer, you need a superior. Kellen Moore didn't demand respect from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that into consideration too. But let's go finish the rest of the article real quick. Okay. Where was we? Okay. Yeah, needed to be changed. It's great to dial in, fix some things, get sharper and crisper. I'm excited. The Cowboys and Moore announced a mutual parting of ways on January 29th, less than 24 hours before the Los Angeles Chargers announced they had hired Moore to coordinate their offense and develop talented third-year quarterback Justin Herbert. The marriage between Moore and the Cowboys had been consistently productive. Dallas ranked top 6 in scoring in 3 of Moore's 4 years as a coordinator. But efficiency and communication began to dip last season. Inconsistencies between Prescott and his receivers, defense diagnosis contributing to Prescott's league high 15 regular season interceptions. Now, yes, that did contribute from us not being on the same page. In the Cowboys' 19-12 divisional round playoff loss to the San Francisco 49ers, Prescott threw 2 interceptions to 1 touchdown. Dallas' run game was held to 76 yards. The Cowboys' defense stifled the 49ers' attack but couldn't surmount the lack of complementary football. Yeah, that's a pretty good analysis, Miss Joy. So the Cowboys seek a different voice and the least partially different scheme and some different offensive philosophies. Cowboys team owner / general manager, unfortunately, Jerry Jones, and executive vice president Steve Jones attributed Moore's departure to philosophical differences between Mike McCarthy and Moore. Should offense attack opponents with deep extended routes to stretch defenders vertically? Would quicker, short, and intermediate passes increase the success rate? How often and in what scenarios should the receivers run option routes, perhaps stressing a defender more accurately, but also risking the receiver interpret defensive cues differently than the quarterback who needs to anticipate the throw? All of that is confusing, man. You can't anticipate when you don't know what the receiver finna do. The Cowboys will attack these questions in the coming months. How much is changing the Cowboys? How much is changing for Cowboys, Prescott, and Moore? Cowboys front office will also likely look to upgrade Prescott's receiving core a year after trading top wide receiver Amari Cooper for no reason to the Cleveland Browns in exchange for a 5th-round pick. We got bamboozled. We got swindled. You know what I'm saying? Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb posted 1,300 yards and 9 touchdowns in his first season as a true number 1 wide receiver. But the Cowboys' pass-catching corps otherwise struggled, as 5th-year receiver Michael Gallup was unable to return smoothly from an ACL tear, while 3rd-round rookie Jalen Tolbert played just 16% of offensive snaps and caught 2 passes for 12 yards. That is sad, y'all. Decisions face the Cowboys front office on multiple offensive starters as Pro Bowl running back Tony Pollard, his free agency franchise tag tight end Dalton Schultz is likely to command more on the open market than Dallas hopes to pay, and veteran running back Ezekiel Elliott enters his first year with 0 guaranteed salary. A pay cut is near certainty. Yes, it is. Should Elliott desire to stay with the Cowboys, even with a pay cut, his return is no sure deal. That's exactly right. Prescott acknowledged the personal disappointment to part with Moore for the first time in his 7 professional years. Moore was integral to Prescott's development from 2016 4th-round draft pick selection. When the Cowboys drafted Prescott, Moore was Tony Romo's backup quarterback. Both Romo and Moore suffered training camp injuries, and Prescott soon catapulted from a 4th-string quarterback. Jamil Shah was a quarterback who was eventually be converted to safety, was 3rd in training camp to season-long starter in a matter of weeks. Alongside Prescott in the quarterback's room 2016 to 2017, Moore remained a guiding voice. So in 2018, Dallas promoted Moore in name to the role he had already been filling in practice, quarterback's coach. Moore was then promoted to 2019 to the offensive coordinator, a role he held the past 4 seasons. Now Moore and Prescott chase their development in different cities, organizations, and even conferences. When you lose a friend, you're going to be upset, but that's the nature of the business, Prescott said. When I'm upset, he's gone. It's not that I'm upset about the future. It's that when you're a player, you have the relationship we've had when he was a player. Watched his success and watched him grow into a coordinator that he is. Okay. Man, did that not sound like a friend to you? Did that not sound like somebody talking about their homeboy? Because this ain't what you supposed to be sounding like that. It sound like that's all feelings and emotions. That sound like, man, my homeboy and this my partner and I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? You don't even supposed to be proud of your coach, you know? Your coach supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to look up to your coach. Like, he looking at his coach like, man, I'm surprised. I'm proud of you that you came from a regular guy to a coach. That right there is all friendship talk. What y'all think about that? Let me see. Is that gotta have a change of command? Absolutely, Kyle 001. It must be changed. Change is necessary for this. We cannot have that friendship no more. And I'm glad that the Jones actually finally faced the fact that that won't work in Dallas. I'm glad. Almost picks were all short routes. None of the long passes go look. Yeah, the only long ones was the option routes that CD read wrong. Like, man, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Prayers up for you, Jameson Taylor. We hope everything goes well for you, man. Let's see. Hold up. That's pure feelings and emotions. Absolutely. It made me sad. Dak Prescott didn't say nothing about it. Didn't seem nothing like that was his coach. And that's concerning. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about a coach, you talk like, you know what I'm saying? You talk about somebody bigger than you. Your coach is your superior, not your peer. That's all the way bad, in my opinion, unfortunately. That's all the way bad. Yeah. But real talk, man, it's a lot of stuff that I did want to talk about too as well. Hold on. Y'all know we did hire a new coach. Let's see. Bam. We hired a new coach. Let's see. His name is from Phil Yates. The Cowboys have hired Sharif Floyd, a 2013 first-round pick of the Vikings, as their assistant defensive quality control coach per Todd Archer. Shout out to him. Shout out to Dallas Cowboys for life with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, what's good, landlord? Keep on keeping on, man. Dak going to be glad he gone after we get to that championship game. He'll be thanking him for being here. Yeah, straight up. Like, he gonna be happy because we gonna get better success and better results. You understand me? And the format that we was working in wasn't gonna work for us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't gonna get us the best results. See, I told y'all at the beginning, I gotta admit, I really thought that, you know, let me see, how can I say this? I thought that the friend relationship would be kind of beneficial at the beginning because, you know, I'm optimistic. I had a good idea, like maybe they can be like on the phone late at night coming up with plays and, you know what I'm saying, your homeboy, it'll be easier, like better chemistry, but you need a superior. You don't need a partner. You need a partner. You need somebody you respect that can tell you and be that can criticize you without you being insulted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all relationship too close for you to be like, I don't think you can do that. Then you just be pissed off for the rest of the day. Like, nah, you don't get pissed off at your superior do it because you know your superior got a job to do. And y'all ain't homeboys. He said, supervisor, I need to see you in the office immediately. Dun, dun, dun. Absolutely. You need that dun, dun, dun. But, yeah, we hired a new coach. They said Floyd played offensive tackle. He played defensive tackle at Florida for Dan Quinn and spent some time working with the Cowboys staff this past training camp. So, okay, we got somebody that Dan Quinn like, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. Long as we trust Dan. Whatever Dan need, we letting him get it. You understand? Whatever Dan need is, hey, it's a go with me. You understand? Michael A said that been the Cowboys culture. Jason Garrett hanging out at Mavericks games with Romo and Whitney. Man, y'all got homeboys. Y'all got homeboys. Look, think about the difference. Y'all remember coaches used to be feared, bro. You don't want to go to no game with your coach? Is you crazy? You don't want to do nothing in front of coach. Your coach supposed to be feared to a certain degree. Now I know we in different times, so you might not get that fear element, but you definitely shouldn't be that close. I don't feel like you shouldn't be that close to your coach. Like, get you a buddy to go to the game with, not your coach. I'm sorry. Now, if y'all doing something with the team, that's different. Like, if it's a team type exercise, like bonding activity, that's different. But you just call up Coach McCarthy and, hey, let's go to the game. Like, nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. That's a no for me. Absolutely, Darren. No accountability partners. Yeah, if that's your partner, y'all ain't got no accountability. Shout out to the normal guy. You know we trapping, sir. You already know we trapping, sir. Yes, sir. You know that. Shout out to Joe Chanchana. He said one thing about Dan Quinn, no matter where we pick, he will turn that pick into a hungry dog. Absolutely. I ain't worried about Dan Quinn at all. Fraternizing and stuff, man. We need some respect in that dynamic, man. I told y'all it was alarming to me when I heard what CeeDee Lamb called Kellen Moore. They asked him about Kellen Moore, and he was like, yeah, you know Kel. Man, they called this man Kel in the locker room, man. Get out of here. That don't sound like no respect to me. Like, that says a lot what people call you, too. That says a lot. You ain't just finna call your superior no Kel. Because think about this. Everybody done been on a team. Most of us played some kind of organized sport at some point in time in our life, or you done been a part of a group or a job. Like, your real superior gonna check you. He gonna be like, hold on. Oh, I go by coach such and such. He ain't gonna just sit up there and let you call him no Kel. See, your boundaries supposed to be established from the get-go. You don't just, you know what I'm saying? The way what you call somebody says a lot about what you think about them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too old school for this new school thing. Shout out to Cowboy Brian in the building. What's happening? We trapping, Trap. What's going on? I was scared. Look, see, Cowboy Brian old school like me. He said I was scared my coach would run me to death if I messed up. See, you supposed to have a little fear in your coach now. You definitely ain't finna call your coach talking about going to no game, going to no friendly outing. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to have just a little bit of fear or respect for your coach. So that kind of shapes the way what you call them when you address them, everything. So that's why I said it was a little alarming when I heard CeeDee Lamb call this man Kel. Like, that sound like a girl name to begin with. You know Kel just does this and does that. I'm like, man, they don't even call this man coach. That's alarming to me. That's alarming to me. So I guarantee you they ain't finna just call him Brian Schottenheimer no like just no little weak nickname. I know they call all the Schottenheimers Shotty, so that's different. But just Kel, they might be like Coach Shotty. We gonna see how they respect him. But I think that says a lot about how you feel about a person once the way you call them, man. Like what you call them. That says a lot. Like, you see most people that's respected, they don't have them little insulting nicknames. They nicknames be something dope. You know what I'm saying? Just like being a parent. Absolutely. You can't have your children calling you by your first name. That's goofy. Like, nah, you don't call me by my first name. You better call me daddy or, you know what I'm saying, pops or something. Don't call me by my first name. You crazy. But Micah Parsons is on another social media tear. Breaking news. unfortunately, coming from the Star, we have Micah Parsons on a rampage on Twitter. Let's see what he says. He says, man, at some point, look, they talking about the Chiefs are coming off a Super Bowl win and the 10-year, $530 million Mahomes signs looks like a bargain. Hold up. There's a good chance that Mahomes' cap hit will be at worst 7th in the league in 2023 after the new deal for Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts. Boy, I pray they give Jalen Hurts something crazy. And Micah Parsons said, man, at some point, it's not about money no more. It's about winning. See, look, it's a new day in Dallas, y'all. I want y'all to know that. It's a new day in Dallas. Look, for all the bad that we see, for all the good that we see, these players are different these days. They are very vocal. This is something that we're going to have to get used to. Like, this is one thing you got to realize. A lot of people hate Micah for what he say because he seem like he talk a lot. But you got to think, man, I'm 36. So I'm part of the culture that had the luxury of before social media and after social media. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of gauge both of them. Like J. Cole said, we the middle child. I'm the middle child. You know what I'm saying? I had the luxury of being here before social media and all this technology and afterwards. So I kind of get both sides. So I want y'all to understand that Micah Parsons is one of those social media babies. Like, he grew up with Twitter and all this stuff. So that's all he know, y'all. And even though this is our first whiff of this. Like, this is like what's finna start trending anyway. Like, this is what you will see for the foreseeable future. So we gonna have to just get used to this. These young players are a part of social media. Social media is a part of their everyday life. So whether we want them to speak on it or not, it will be spoke on. But shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Trap. I appreciate you, sir. Trap. Common Sense Lab said, I agree, landlord. I got to have a respect, fear of coaches. But Dak had same vibe. Hold up. Same vibe with Jason Garrett, and we know Dak going to say the right things. Yeah, he's good at towing them lines, ain't he? But you know, I can't even get mad at him, man. You gotta be like that to a degree being a Cowboys quarterback, man. Cause like, I know he had a lot of social media training. So you know, it's to the point where you don't even want to hear Dak interviews because you know he ain't gonna really give you much, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of social media training because, I mean, you know, you in Dallas, you say the wrong thing, make the wrong move, you screwed. You know how that go. You know how that goes. So I can't really blame Dak for being like that. You know what I'm saying? He have to be on his P's and Q's. If he say anything, it's a mess. That's why you see Dak Prescott got somebody running his Twitter. This is what happened when you let players run their own Twitter, though. You know what I'm saying? Them boys be going crazy. Trap. Them boys be out the chain. Trap. Micah Parsons is a vocal guy, and you best believe he will be super vocal when it's time for him to get his money. So I want y'all to be aware of that and be ready for it because that's what time it is now. That's what you will see. And he's not done. He's not done either. Let me tell you this. He said something else on Twitter. He be wide open on Twitter, y'all. Hold on. This boy don't let up. He do not let up on Twitter. He said, I want a ring so bad. J. Ryan Curse said, damn, I want a ring before it's all said and done. Micah said, I want a ring so bad. My girl can't get one until I get one. Good grief. Mike all the chain, man. I love that. I love that though. I know it's a joke, but hey, it's necessary. Hey, And you see the ones who saying stuff like that. That's J-Run. That's why J-Run my guy. But you see Micah Parsons on that same type of vibe, man. Them boys really want to win. Now, it could have been, I ain't gonna lie, probably part of the old regime. I don't know if they was as dedicated as this new regime we got in here, like, of players. Like, man, these boys want to win. They know that they got to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even up for discussion. They know what it takes. They know that they got to actually go all out to get this trophy. Hold on. Janelle Chase said Dak does not need to change for society. Yeah, I don't want him to change. I don't want him to change because that's the best bet for a player of his magnitude. If Dak say anything spicy, like, it's gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Dak has a brand to worry about. Yeah, absolutely. Cowboy Brian. He don't want to mess his stuff up. I tuned company man Dak out at the podium. Yeah, I mean, you could call him company man. I don't know if I wouldn't say that company man, because look how him and Jerry went at each other when it was negotiation time. Like, that wasn't no smooth process right there. Them boys kind of went at it. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't a smooth process they had when it was time for negotiation between Dak and Jerry. Like, you seen the buddy with Jerry and Romo. You don't even see Dak going nowhere with Jerry. So I wouldn't call him a company man, but I call him a PC guy. He real close to, like, he don't want to say too much. He don't want to ruffle feathers though. Now, if you want to say he a company man in that sense, then I understand what you mean. Let's see what else we got going on. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Professor O too. Professor O got a Micah Parsons retweet. I know he was lit. Professor O probably got about 10,000 more followers after that. Shout out to Professor O over there on Twitter, man. Hold on. He said Professor O was talking about holding. He was responding to Lord Brunson over there, so shout out to him too. Holding isn't hold on, I can't see that. Whatever that word is, on the ball being catchable or not. They frequently call defensive holding on DBs covering receivers on the opposite side of the field. Micah Parsons said he said crazy because they won't call offensive holding on the side of the field only if you're near the ball. Yeah, Micah Parsons still mad at the referees now. He's still letting the referees have it. And I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? He better be on point when it comes to back playing this game though, because they ain't gonna give him no grace. When you start going at the refs, man, them boys they gonna turn a blind eye sometime. I think that's just human nature. It's gonna be harder for you, I feel like. Shout out to Aaron Ball. He said landlord J-Run got dog in his blood. His uncle is Javon Kersey. Yeah. I'm already helped. That's his uncle. Shout out to Queen in the building. What's happening, man? Trap. She said Dak is not a company man. He's a smart man. And I can agree to that, cause like you can't be too outspoken or too foolish when you the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. You know who we are?
We are America's team. The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
You already know that. Shout out to Tim Miller on Facebook. He said, are we going all in or just settle, pay these players? I would love to go all in, but we gotta ask Dollar Bill Jones.
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing!
You gotta ask Dollar Bill Jones. That's the ultimate decision maker right now, look like, because I just think Jerry would be naturally more aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But Michael A says it's even debatable the holding arm he grabbed. Holding arm he grabbed jersey too. Too egregious not to call. All of America saw it. Okay, yeah, it was a little too bad, man. Everybody saying nobody but the Eagles fan base is saying that was a bad call. Nobody but them. Nobody but them. Darius Slay just made a whole video on the volume, talking about how it was a hole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's cool. I'm already helped. You know, I speak broken English anyway, so I just do the best I can. Queen said, landlord, you got me saying that at work. Hey, let's go. I'm sorry, though. You know we trapping this Queen. You know we trapping. So I feel you though, Micah Ace too. Like I feel you. It's just I don't know why the Eagles fan base the only ones that's talking. They own players have said it like, bro, it was a hole. Bradbury, I forgot that Bradbury was from my city. He went to in one of the inner city schools, I think Woodlawn or not Winona, but he went to one of the high schools in my city. So he actually from my city. And I got a few people that know him that work with me and stuff, and they said that he always been a stand-up kind of guy. So he just told the truth, and he owned up to his mistake. That man said it himself. He said, man, I was hoping that they didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? He just told the truth. Like, what you want the man to say? You want him to keep lying? They still ain't giving the man giving Micah his calls either. So I mean, we could just say it like that. Don't do the Hail Mary swing. I should have kept that Jalen Hurts with the small arm. Jalen with the small arm over there, man. You know what I'm saying? But hold up, we got a little article. Cavante Turpin said that he gonna make them boys use him on offense. Cavante Turpin said he gonna make them. They ain't gonna have a choice to use but to use them on offense. Now, I like this when you think about it because, okay, this shows that he going to be on some different type of time, y'all. It said, Cavante Turpin's goal for 2023, I'll show Cowboys they have no choice but to use me on offense. I like that. I like that, sir. Shout out to K's and Cowboy, man. We down here in New Orleans. Happy Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras, sir. Let's go. Shout out to y'all out there. Thomas A. Gary says, I ain't thinking about Philadelphia. I said it before kickoff of the Super Bowl. They were set up to fail. Absolutely. Them boys had an easy road, and they got exposed at the end. But what y'all think? Y'all think that it's still gonna be this wall that we gotta overcome to get some of these players some run with Mike McCarthy being the play caller? Because in my head, I'm feeling like all of that was Kellen Moore, unfortunately. So now I'm feeling like it won't be this hard road that we got to overcome just to get Turpin actual reps, to get Turpin actually going on a fly route. This man run a 4.2. Why he can't at least run a fly route, Mr. Kellen Moore? And then think about this. I'm not saying like he gonna just be Tyreek Hill, but you can use him as a decoy at least. Like, say for instance, if he's not gonna be able to really make no plays on offense, his speed will be good enough just being a decoy, y'all. Straight up. Cavante Turpin can pull some coverage with him just off his speed alone. This stuff is not rocket science, man. Only Kellen Moore made this difficult. That's why it was so frustrating when we sit up here talking about him. We like, hey man, why we can't do this? All this simple stuff, because Kellen Moore trying to reinvent the wheel. It don't take all that. It do not take all that. Said they must have told him something. Yeah, I seen a quote what Cavante Turpin said in his exit interview. He said that they plan on using him more in the offense. So that's good news. That's good news for me, y'all. Because like I said, even if you use him as a decoy, you can get a lot done. It don't take all this complex stuff to use him, man. This man run a 4.2. Just put him on the field, let him run around. That's a good enough decoy to open somebody else up. He can pull coverage from other areas just with his speed alone. He could take the top off the defense, and while they concentrating on him, you can hit CeeDee Lamb underneath or something. Like, man, it's so many ways you can scheme Turpin into this offense and make him be effective outside of just giving him the football. Like, he can be a great decoy for this team, y'all. Real talk. Even if you're not giving him the football. Then every time you put him on the field, most people expect you to do something with him. So why not make him a great decoy? Like, this stuff is common sense football, man. To run options, wide receiver has to have a decent football IQ. Yeah, because you constantly reading the route. You constantly reading the defense. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Micah H., I don't like that because I want my wide receivers to be able to just go. If you reading, that means you going slower. No, I want my wide receivers to be able to line up and go. That's the best thing for them. Tim said he can pull the safety and the linebacker. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying, sir. That's what I'm saying. And he ain't even got to be the primary receiver on these plays. He could just do this just being out there. That's the beauty of having speed of that magnitude. You can pull them type of players just having speed alone. You know what I'm saying? Thomas A said Turpin run a 4.2 in a 40 and squat 600 pounds. Good grief, I ain't know that. That boy squatting 600 pounds. Yeah, he had a little trouble in his background, I believe. That's why he didn't get drafted or something. I don't know if he got drafted, but I know he went to the USFL. Let's see. Yeah, he can pull linebackers, man. I heard Miami I heard Miami Dolphins talking about cutting Byron Jones. Should we pick him up for cheap? Absolutely. 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 I would love to have Byron Jones back. He would be a great compliment to Trayvon Diggs, y'all. Cause look, I'm out on Jones. You out on Jones, Tim? Look, check this out though. You got a great ball hawk on one side, and on the other side, Byron Jones, he probably ain't prime Byron Jones no more, but he's still one of them players who gonna shadow the wide receiver to the court. He gonna be in their hip pocket, bro. I know that about Byron Jones. He has had a lot of injuries, though. Byron Jones is really hip pocket. He is right there on your hip consistently. Thomas A. Garrett said it was domestic violence. That's why he didn't get though. Micah A. says options, analyst paralysis. Yeah, it's crazy. Michael Lockhart said, landlord, you know what I need the Joneses to call me because my wife would make a great OC. All right. Said, hey, you gonna get us there, ain't you, boy, Mr. Michael Lockhart? Let's do it. Hey, get the phone, Mr. Jones. Call him up. We trying to win now. He said sign him on a 1-year deal. Thomas A. Garrett said, hello, you better get on the damn phone with Byron Jones. Absolutely. We need Byron Jones back in there. Because, look, I'll be confident in Byron, too. And all we asking him to be is a cornerback, too? Man, sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. I don't care what nobody say. Said Jones hasn't been good in a while. I think he can be at least better than. Do you think he can be better than Anthony Brown? That's the question you got to ask yourself, though. That's what you got to ask yourself. Because we seen this defense being pretty damn good with Anthony Brown. So just imagine if you can upgrade from Anthony Brown. You know what I'm saying? We survived with Anthony Brown and with rookies and stuff. So if Jones can be better than Anthony Brown, I think so. I think Byron Jones been better than Anthony Brown since he came out the womb. You know what I mean? I'm just being real with you. Common Sense Lab says, landlord, that's the main problem with the Cowboys. We don't know how to use what weapons on both sides of the ball. I don't know. You think DQ don't know how to use them either? Common sense, good grief. You think DQ don't know how to use them either? Because I think DQ done did a pretty good job with that. But that's just me, though. You know, that's just me. Shout out to everybody rocking with us. We got 72 people in the building rocking, watching. sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. They will not charge a card. You know what I'm saying? At least give me about 60. You know, it can be like 10 haters in the building. We ain't tripping. Yeah. Byron Jones better than AB, sir. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And then he'll be super cheap. So hey, I'm all for that. That's just me though. Micah A says, just be consistent. Don't need to be elite. Yeah, absolutely. Like, all we need is a better AB on that side. APJR said, we got an AB replacement in Bland. But I know it seemed like Bland might be in the slot, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Bland can do both. But if you want to be safe, because, look, you don't want to overload Bland and have him digress. You know what I'm saying? Regress while he trying to learn all this stuff. He could have just became a great slot, too. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you want to overload these young players that much either. So that is something to consider. Do you want to try to make Bland into a good outside corner when he already a good inside corner? While he already a good slot? Because you threatening his growth at slot too. You know what I'm saying? You threatening his growth at slot. Common Sense said, no, I don't. I think DQ gets best out of players, but no way Guilford better than Kyle. I'm with you on that one. I ain't got no arguments for you, Common Sense. I see why your name Common Sense. Know what I'm saying? Because that was a whole lot of it right there, sir. I can't argue with that one. Because I feel the same exact way. Said Izzy play slot. I ain't sure about that. Izzy played slot a couple of games, and he looked good a couple of games. We don't know if that's going to be sustainable throughout 16, 17 games throughout a full year. And to be honest, Izzy kind of capitalized off playing some bigger slots. Let's see if Izzy can run against these small slots. I'm not sure about that. I'm not down Izzy, but I'm just saying we haven't seen it. That's unknown right now. So you really can't even count Izzy as a slot when you think about it, because he haven't really played slot like that. Not in the NFL. He's been a safety for the Cowboys. Now, am I saying he's not capable of being a slot? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we haven't seen him do that consistently over a season or a long period of time. Let's see. Luke got text arms. I don't know what y'all talking about. Stay nickel might be just an average or less outside. That's what I'm saying. That's a danger in it. Not saying that would be the case, but that's something you got to think about when you're doing this stuff, when you're making all these moves. And I don't want to overload the man. DC65 says Byron left when Jones syndicate wouldn't give him a bag. He wouldn't come back for a cheap year, would he? That make a lot of sense, but who knows? Hey, he getting released, Mr. DC. Hey. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine if you got fired tomorrow and then your old job before that call you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making about the same amount. You gonna reconsider that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if he get released, he don't have the leverage no more. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind coming back to Dallas though. And hopefully he understands it's just business. You know what I'm saying? It was just business. Izzy was an emergency situation. See, that's true, but I ain't saying that he's not capable. Because I like everything I seen from Izzy. But keep in mind, those were two big corners that he played. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Dorrance, the CEO, Davis says, I say Nation Wright still developing to become cornerback too. Yeah, see, DQ told you he was really experimenting at the end of the year. So he put a lot of combinations out there. And what's his name? Nation didn't necessarily play his way out of the lineup either. Or he didn't necessarily play his way into the lineup either. Because I guess he kept taking them out. So I ain't sure. We'll have to see what DQ say about that. Because he did make a statement saying that he was experimenting. So we need to see, like, you know what I'm saying? Did nobody win the job or everybody was mediocre? Like, what made you keep shifting the players in and out? That's a question we'll have to ask DQ, I feel like. Michael Lockhart said, I think Byron would come back since he was getting play. He wasn't getting play. Yeah, I think he was hurt most of the time, when what's happening, JB2? You know we trapping. Yes, sir. Micah A says maybe he was not worth that top tier money for that one great year. Hey, do it look like the Joneses made a bad decision there, though? Because Byron Jones ain't been nowhere near a top corner in Miami. So, hey, give your front office some props then. Dollar Bill Jones treated us good then.
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing! Nothing!
Dollar Bill played him good then now. Because, hey, we would have been, well, we'll hate Byron Jones right now. If he would have gave us the same thing he gave Miami, we would have been pissed off at Byron. Because he didn't do nothing. Every time I watch Miami, Byron Jones was not on the field. I'm going to just tell you that right now. Every time I watch Miami, and I watch them kind of often too, because, you know, my Bama got Tua over there, so I kind of keep my eyes on Tua sometimes. I rarely seen Byron Jones. I still trust Nation Wright because he locked up Devontae Smith. Hey, I think he got a little future in him too. Like, when I seen him live, Nation was doing pretty good. When I went to the Tennessee game, that was one of the games that he was playing in, and Nation looked good. That was the game he got his first interception. So Nation was decent. So I don't want people to like cancel people out just for giving up plays either. Because everybody gonna give us some plays. Know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a young corner, you will get burned. So he was giving up his foul share plays too, but he still was, you know, real close to the wide receiver and making plays on the ball too. Picking violence. You know we picking violence, sir, in the trap. Trap. You already know that, sir. He said, what about Marquise Bell at safety? We loaded at safety. Maybe if you let Dono go, which I hope they do not, by the way. If you let Dono go, Marquise Bell definitely going to be one of the people who start getting playtime. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you let Dono go, you'll have J-Ron Curse, you'll have Izzy, and then you'll have Marquise Bell and Malik Hooker. So, yeah, Marquise Bell would be one of the people that'll come in that rotation, in my opinion. Like, they liked him. You remember in the beginning of the year, I believe he was getting a few reps. If I'm not mistaken, in the beginning of the year, they was playing Marquise a little bit. They was raving about him in after training camp, too. So, we'll see. He says, somebody said Byron Jones get no interception. Hey, we got an interception, people. We got Trey and we got Bland. We don't need no interception from them, though, Pose. We don't need no interception from him. We just need some decent coverage. Hey, Bland was like second in the league in interceptions. Then, you know, Trey like that. So, hey, everybody ain't got to catch interceptions. Nation wasn't looking like a deer in the headlights. He said Nation wasn't looking like a deer in the headlights. KJ, man, don't do that, man. KJ did not live up to what we wanted him to be. He did not. So, yeah, that was an L from us. And I ain't 100% gave up on him, but it's not looking good. It's looking pretty grim, unfortunately. You don't have to let Dono go because there is a lot of players not coming back. You right about that. And the safety market ain't that big. But, you know Mr. Dollar Bill Jones, man, he might want to try to cut some corners. And that might be one of the corners that get the knife, according to him. So we'll never know. The safety market ain't that demanding, though. And I love everything Dono brings to the team. So I think it'll be a mistake if they cut Dono, real talk. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. I really do. He says, I said it during the season. We need to talk about Kevin Joseph to safety. Yeah, I don't know if it was you was one of the first people, but I remember West Coast was one of the first people I heard say that. So shout out to Big West Coast. That West Coast said he got safety hips. So That'll be something I'm evaluating too. You know what I'm saying? I have to evaluate that myself. Cause coming out of college, I was excited about KJ. I'ma just be real. He looked like he had all the instincts. He had the hip movement to me. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to give him some excuses, you could say he had a lot going on his mind. But you know, somebody like Deron Bland make it hard to be patient with KJ. Somebody like Bland make it hard to give KJ all this grace, bro. Shout out to Mr. Kingman in the bed. What's happening, sir? We trapping, sir. Trap. Think about that. You got a Rick and Bland just going crazy, going ballistic over here, and then KJ badly making it. Like, that look bad on your resume, sir. Yeah, Michael Lockhart, we do have enough safety. So look, let's think about this. Man, KJ might be a cut. KJ might be a cut candidate, y'all. And this is a second round pick. I would hate that. I would really hate that. But now that I'm looking at it, how much money? Somebody whoever like the money, whoever do the money thing, please somebody let me know how much dead money that will happen if Kelvin Joseph get cut. Because I'm telling you, he might be a cut candidate. If he can't beat none of our corners and he cannot beat none of our safeties, and we are not trying to pay no special team ace, no second round pick money, what is he on the team for? That man might be a cut. Like, I gotta see how much money it'll take. We'll lose if we cut him. Shout out to B Bird with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, sir. He says it's easy not to. Hold on. He says it's easier to not make moves and point and say, C player A wasn't worth it. Glad I didn't pay him. You missed 100% of the shots you don't take. Absolutely, sir. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. See, Mr. B Bird, you know Steven John them got us conditioned, man. I'm trying to fight my way out of that mindset. So, you know, we gonna be thinking pessimistic about most big aggressive moves. We already thinking negatively about it because that's the way we've been trained. You know what I'm saying? We scared to use draft picks. We scared to spend money. We scared to do anything aggressive because that ain't our nature no more. Steven Jones, Dollar Bill Jones.
Dollar Bill! Shut down! Pay no country boy nothing! Nothing!
He ain't paying them country boys nothing, Mr. B Bird, real talk. So I'm glad you said that, but hey, that's how it is. We got to fight out of this mindset. Derwin Posey said penalty at the wrong time, Jones. Oh, you talking about Byron Jones? Shout out to DP in the building. Bland and Nashawn made KJ look bad. I think free safety would be his best bet. Nashawn and Bland in front of him. He better be, I don't know. He better be something to get on that roof. Yeah, I don't see him beating out no safeties either. Well, to be honest, you know, we like Leak. But Malik didn't have the greatest year this year, in my opinion. We was thinking him being another year removed from the injury that he could step up and take it to the next level. I wouldn't say he went to the next level today. What I do, landlord? What you mean? What you did? I don't know what you talking about. Somebody banned you or something? I don't know. You a moderator, so you can't be banned. What you talking about, Michael Lockhart? I'm lost. APJR. Hey, shout out to you, sir, because you've been having some interesting conversations. So, you know, don't think that if you challenge me, it's a bad thing. You giving me good conversation and good content. So I appreciate that, sir. Real talk. We need these conversations. We need these conversations. You've been coming with some interesting points. He said KJ don't have to beat out anyone. He's a special team ace with corner upside. But paying him second round money ain't gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see what the dead money look like. Then we can have that KJ conversation. Boss man flat. Good grief. Good grief. Charlie G said only reason Cowboys don't cut him, KJ, is draft pick and special teams player. Yeah, shout out to Lux too. You know we trap. He said Stephen Jones like shop at Ollie's bargain basement, good and cheap. Yeah, the cheapest billionaires I'd never done seen with my own eyes, unfortunately. 1.5 dead money if we cut KJ. Thank you, Joe Tranchana. Hey, you the real GOAT for that, sir. We appreciate that. So in other words, it's nothing. It's doable. In other words, it's doable. Hey, KJ is definitely a cut. He's on cut alert. You know what I'm saying? He's on cut watch to me. Like, real talk. 1.5 million in dead money is nothing to the Joneses or to the Cap. That's nothing. Stop it. Jones had a career year his last year here. Yeah, he was a Pro Bowl if I remember right. Zah smoke on this pressure. What you got going on? Real nefarious, Mr. Chop Talk. Real nefarious. You done cooled off after the Zeke talk. You done cooled off now. I told you I gave you a little grace. I don't know if you stayed the whole show yesterday, but you know, it was like, you know, I gave him a little more grace than I had been in the beginning. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we can do about it. I'm not gonna sit up here and beat my head to a brick wall if I'm wrong. So I gave Zeke a little grace after I watched the tape. Steven bargain shops at the thrift store players. Warren Sapp is available for a 1-year deal. Good grief. You gonna go sign Warren Sapp. Good grief. He gonna get DeMarcus well back out of retirement. Kima says KJ needs to get it done. Get in his, what he say? Hold on. KJ needs to get in dome of those cornerback camps. I don't know. You said he need to get in one of them? I don't know. What's happening? 215 Kylie, what's going on, sir? Trap. Said Michael H says challenge make good TV, good for the ratings. Absolutely. DP Johnson again says TP market value is $9 million and tag is $10 million. That boy Hunt in Cleveland market is 7.5 though, landlord. Same skill set and more doable than TP. Pressure on Zeke to take the cut on top of it. Hunt and TP would be scary. Yeah, that would be. But DP, we got bigger fish to fry in free agency than a running back, I feel like. Especially with the running back class being so deep. You know I gotta mess with my guy Chop. He said, "Nah, I'm cool. Let's move on so he can go get a ring." Oh, you want Zeke up out of here? That's what's up. Joe Tranchina said 1.5 million for the Joneses is like whole money. Good grief. Did you try to say what you said? Or was that a autocorrect or something? I don't know. You that nefarious over there, Joe Tranchina? You that nefarious over there in Italy, Mr. Joe Tranchina? You gotta be weak, man. You gotta be weak. Shout out to Melvin Urban with the $20 super chat, sir. You the real MVP. Appreciate that, sir. He says, I hope we keep D. Will because he had a great year. D. Will. Donovan Wilson. Yo, absolutely, man. Donovan Wilson is my guy, man. I'm telling y'all. I don't think y'all understand. Somebody look up how many tackles Donovan Wilson got. Because I'm telling you, bro, every time you look at our defensive film, he popped almost like, don't get me wrong, he popped almost like Micah pop. Real talk. Joe Churchada said, I meant what I said, landlord. Hey, you over there real nefarious in Italy, Mr. Joe Churchada. Hey, you gotta be weak today. But yo, man, that's a good point though. Like, bro, I'm telling you, please, I beg y'all, go watch the film. Go. You could just pick a game. You could pick any game. And I guarantee you, the people who gonna stick out on this defense gonna be Micah Parsons and Donovan Wilson. You gonna have a new respect for Donovan Wilson if you watch the tape. That boy do a lot, and he everywhere, and he's not shying away from no kind of contact. He coming laying wood on everybody, man. I love Dono. Real talk. I love Dono. But I appreciate that super chat, Mr. Melvin Irvin, man. You really looking out for the boy, man. He said that Jerry leaving $1.5 million on the dresser. Hey, that ain't nothing to him. Tim said he had 77 tackles, man. I'm telling you now. That's from a safety position. That boy like that. Thomas A said, I like Dono. He was one of the top leaders in sacks by a DB. Man, this boy, what he don't do, Thomas A, what he don't do. And I'm telling you, bro, like, he one of them players that was like, he coming with it, bro. And he's not shying away from no contact. He's shedding blocks. He going up against big linemen. This dude is small, and he going up against big linemen. Yeah, he popped Debo, Mr. Darns. Absolutely, he sure did. That boy went head up with Debo, like one of the first plays of that 49ers game. You right, sir. Went straight up with him. Bow! And stood Debo up. Now, I ain't gonna cap. He didn't just wipe out Debo, but he stood him up, though. He came with it like, bow! It was a big-time collision. Like, Debo like that, too, now. But Dono, I believe last year we was missing that level of physicality that he offered us. You know what I'm saying? And for him to be around, for him to have significant more minutes the next year and then showing that level of physicality, I think this team needed that big time. And you see, we pretty much played a better game on defense to me. Shout out to Bad Monkey in the building. Good grief.
Trap.
Said Cowboys should draft Bijan and move up some spots and then draft guard Steve Alvela. Bad Monkey, they ain't gonna get Bijan. It don't sound like they want to get Bijan. If you got time, go look at my show, me and Henny, Mr. HT on Sports from yesterday, man. We did a little detective work on Zeke. And I ain't gonna lie, some of this offensive line play is not the best. So the bigger problem might be the offensive line. Now, to be fair, when we seen another back in there, it looked a little better still, though. Just being honest. This is unbiased opinion. This is unbiased film analysis. When I seen a couple holes there, and Zeke, if he was a little more bursty, a little more fast, he might have been able to take advantage of that hole. But it wasn't many of those. It just was a few of those that I seen. And this is just like, we just evaluated like 3 of his worst games. Because I've wanted to figure out why was they his worst games. We don't have to look at his best games. We just want to see what he was doing in them games that it looked like he struggled. Was it the O-line struggling? Or was it like no creativity in the run game? We need to figure out why he was struggling. That's why I wanted to see those games. So our live from yesterday, man, if you want to check out that about Zeke, you can see that. We went over the contract. We went over everything about that situation. So I think that was some good information that we did yesterday. Tim says D. Will has performed since being inserted into the lineup. Absolutely. A Pro Bowl snub, in my opinion, too. A Pro Bowl snub. Donovan gave Debo a wake-up call. Absolutely. He put one on him, sir. He woke him up. Absolutely. That was a big collision. We need Dono energy. Absolutely, man. He bring a different mindset to this defense, y'all. I'm telling you, you need that physical dude with reckless abandonment. I can't think of who that was on the last show, but he brought us down memory lane when we got to talking about that. You can't name many safeties or many players that had that reckless ability like Dono got, that played for the Cowboys. Like, I feel like every team need one of them players who gon' almost hurt theyself trying to lay that wood on you. Real talk. Dono is him. Nick with 2 C's. He said, landlord, keep the trap jumping. Hey, I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate that, sir. I'm just trying to add value to the space, my boy. I'm really trying to add this value. I hope y'all appreciate it. I appreciate y'all for sure, though. Y'all just don't know. Y'all been looking out, and I appreciate that. Remember that hit Dono put on Davin Cook? Broke his rib, man. Hey, Davin Cook, he woke up seeing stars. Hey, that's when I knew that Dono was him. I knew Dono was him when it came to them hits like
It's
that.
me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
Roy Williams was the last in my opinion. Nah, Derwin, look, I thought of another one. My boy JJ Wilcox was that dog when that came to them hits.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them.
JJ
I'm him,
Wilcox.
Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
I was pissed off when the Cowboys let him go. Man, who remember JJ? Because I did this on another screen, and everybody was like, yeah, man, JJ was like that. Man, JJ Wilcox used to knock the paint off them boy helmet, man. That boy, that's all he did good, though. But, man, he was coming up laying wood. So, I ain't gonna lie. Between JJ and Donovan, it's been a gap. I don't know none of them. And Roy Williams was before JJ. So, I think Derwin, if you remember me, I mean, if you remember JJ, you gotta give him his props. JJ Wilcox was laying wood on them boys, bro. Like, for real. But, let's see. Does this draft class as a whole seem lackluster compared to previous drafts? Absolutely, really. Even at the quarterback spot. Because think about it. Bryce, and then who else? All these other people ain't really just impressing you. And then the receivers been a little lackluster. You know, they don't have that big receiver that you want to go, sell your soul for. Then you got a good running back. You got a couple good running backs. This draft really ain't all that to me, though, for real. So, that was a good point, Zay. It ain't too many people that I just want to, sell my TV to go get. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't too many people that was like that. He said he went to the Rams, right? JJ, I ain't sure, DC. I ain't sure where he went after he left here, but I was pissed. I wanted the Cowboys to keep him. Yeah, Thomas A. JJ was a monster, man. That boy was hen. I ain't gonna lie, that boy was hen. Derwin said Team Kamikaze. Roy had rules changed. I remember JJ though. Yeah. See, I'm talking about. I was really speaking on like from Dono to JJ, but Roy was before JJ. But I still count JJ though, cause JJ was knocking people out. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, straight up. JB, that boy was knocking people out. Somebody need to put a mix of that. I might try to find some footage or something, bro, cause that boy was laying people out. Next year draft will be better. Yo, Tata, we already know you helped. JJ Wilcox laid the wood on Dez, and Dez got mad as hell. I'm telling you. Michael Lockhart said, filthy Eagles. What you mean he went to the Eagles? JJ didn't go to no Eagles, did it? Tata said he went to the Steelers. I'm pretty sure he was a journeyman type player. He probably played for a lot of teams after he left us, but I think he could have been a good role that we needed. Like physicality, we needed it. And he was laying the wood. Thomas A said, I think JJ Wilcox went to the Steelers after he left Dallas. Yeah, that what Chata said. So maybe y'all right. I ain't really looked at where he went, but man, that boy was laying wood. And besides him and Dono, I think it's been a gap for years. So I don't want to let a guy like that go. So who you gonna get to replace that kind of hitting? Nobody. Cause we don't have another one on this team. Now I love J-Ron Curse, but J-Ron ain't laying wood like Dono. J-Ron ain't scared, but he ain't laying wood like Dono, dog. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Cowboy Nation Lou. He said JJ went to the Jags, was a part of that 2017 defense. Don't tell me that. That's the one that they went to the AFC Championship? Don't tell me that now. Now I got to do my research on JJ again now. Yeah, he was him, Elijah. I'm telling you, man, that boy, that was a dog. He said, no, that was Church on that 2017. JJ went to the Steelers. Oh, okay, that was Barry Church. Yeah, we had a little weird relationship with the Jazz because we went and got Gerald Sensabaugh and brought him over here, and they took Barry Church. You know, they was doing good things over there with him, too. He said, journeyman hitter. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that boy there hitter. You gotta call JJ. You want somebody to get taken care of now. Joe Tranchina said, I would like to hire Dez Bryant just to stand on the sidelines and get receivers fired up. Hey, Jay, you might be on to something, Joe, because Dez really do need to be a part of this organization. Some of these wide receivers need to get a little Dez in them, like straight up. Some of these wide receivers need to get some Dez in them. Know what I'm saying? I like that idea. Bring back Dez, man. Let Dez be a wide receiver coach or something. Yeah, that was Church. Google show JJ went to Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, New Jersey, Indianapolis, and Atlanta. I'm telling you, I knew he was a journeyman. So this is not me saying that he was just this super great safety, but I'm talking about coming laying that wood. That was him. Barry Church was a beast. Yeah, that Barry was he was a way better safety than JJ was. Now, when it come to him, I ain't saying that, but I would choose Barry as an all-around safety way before JJ. Dez equal player. Dez minus player clapper. What you mean, Darren? I'm lost on that one. But yeah, man. What else y'all want to discuss, man? Because I think we had a nice show today. I'm about to get ready to wrap it up. I think we had a nice show today. What y'all want to discuss before we wrap this thing on up? I know y'all got some nefarious things to do on a Friday.
Trap.
I'm already here. I know y'all. I know y'all. Don't be too nefarious out there now. You know, you might need to call landlord for some bail money. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I got it, you got it. You know, we family. We in this thing together. You understand? But ain't nobody said that. So, hey, y'all let me know, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card in the trap. We got 80 plus people in the building rocking with me. Please, let's get these likes to at least about 70 for your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? It can always be at least 10 haters in the building. There's no problem with us. We gonna do it like we do it, because you know who I is. I'm him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
But let's get it, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, pulling up, stopping by in the trend out, man. Y'all make sure y'all have a good Friday. Let's get it. Let's go. And you know why them haters hate. Because we the greatest. Let's get it. Thanks for coming through, pulling up, stopping by in the trend out.
Money.
Make sure you hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge the card.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in they house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most people say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. But take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you'll need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how it feels. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, and pop dollars till you make it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flows flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning for my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to cop it, it's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the true. These people know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me. I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you'll need a plan B.
Don't nobody do it better
for the
Cowboys,
real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the dollars see you making it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Man, I'm the greatest. We the greatest. Everybody that got something to do with them Cowboys is the greatest. You know, if this is your first time watching, I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
And I appreciate y'all coming to watch your boy today. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.